Okay, then I think we are ready to go. So guys, good morning and welcome from the DA50. Woo! First time DA50 on this channel, and actually I think this will be the first DA50 IFR video on YouTube. So yeah, quite exciting that I finally can show you this aircraft, how it behaves in cruise. What are we doing? Why are we flying this aircraft? We're going to AERO Friedrichshafen, which is this week, and I will fly there with the DA50, and our colleague is taking the DA62. So 2 planes on display this year. Good. Then we have taxi check, airspeed indicating 0, horizon was 11 term, QNH is 1018, indicating same altitude, and compass heading is check. Takeoff briefing, flaps are takeoff, it's going to be runway 27, rotation speed is 66. Thereafter at acceleration altitude, which is 1400, we aim for 80, and then we aim for let's say 100, that's easy. And then we're going to pick up our IFR and off we go to Friedrichshafen. Emergency procedures. In case of any malfunctions before rotation, I call it stop, throttle back to idle, apply brakes and stop on the runway. In case of engine failure after liftoff with suitable runner remaining, we land there. And if unsuitable runner, we go to the right or straight ahead into the field. And in case of any other malfunctions, we just do a traffic pattern and come back for relanding. Emergency briefing completed. So guys, what do you see here now on the panel? I'm still waiting for my temperatures to come up. So oil is already there where I want it. So I'm still waiting for the coolant and the gearbox temperature. The engine page looks like that on the DA50. What is new maybe for some guys is that we have a fuel pressure, which is a nice indication. And yeah, you also have no analog oxygen indication anymore. This is here now, and yeah, pretty diamond standard, I would say. But the checks before engine start are a bit different. The ECU test is different, but otherwise it's the classic diamond way. And also the startup, right? Startup was like in every diamond engine master on, you wait for a glow and then you hit the start button and it runs. It's a diesel engine, like in a car. It starts again and again. Okay, taxi light is off and the brake is set. Let's warm it up a bit more. And here in the 50 you are allowed to warm up the temperatures, not load based. You are RPM limited, so the RPM limit is 1100 RPM until the temperatures are in the green. And what you also see here, we have a rudder trim, which is in the back here of the power lever, and as I move it, you will see here it's moving. And on takeoff, we always have it on the edge here on the right side to compensate the torque of the 300 power Continental CD300 engine. So, waiting for that. In the meantime, that was working. Parking brake is set, the adjustable backrest is upright, safety harness is fastened, sun visors are stored, keypad is stored, rear door is closed and latched, front doors are closed and latched, door warning annotations are off, MFD engine page, we check the temperatures, yeah, still rising, circuit breakers are still all in, fuel valve is normal, cowl flap, we open it now, a cowl flap, also new. In the other diamonds we don't have that with the Ulster engines, but here we have a cowl flap, and for takeoff and landing and high power maneuvers you open it just to get more airflow through the engine. Electric elevator trim is set for takeoff, rudder trim is set for takeoff, flaps are takeoff left, right, light is checked, flag controls, full left, full right, full up, full down, we do the cooking. Left, right, all three incorrect. Power lever, then idle, and then we do the ECU test. Okay, this is checked. I go back now to ground idle. Also a new feature, we have a ground idle function and a flight idle, and this is to compensate a high power setting at high altitude located airports. That the engine is just not running at high power, you can go into ground idle, and then you still have the 660 RPM with a load of 3% about. Okie dokie, so then checklists. We go ECU, B, then again to auto, and then we do the ECU test. So temperatures all in the green, and then watch now, this test is a bit different. So I press the button, now only One light is coming up, he's doing ECU B first. And now listen. Different to the Austrian engines, this one is going down very lot, or a lot. In the Austrian engine it revs up a bit, right? And lights are off, ECU test is completed. As easy as in the others. Okay, ECU is completed, and the next is the liner procedure. P2 heat we turn on then, ice protection we don't have. Transponder is still 7000, power check we do now. Just so you see how much power this aircraft has. Okay, we have 100% and 2, 3, 10. That looks good, very good. MFD we're gonna put the default, this we don't have. Emergency fuel pump we also then turn on. Circulating air is off and it's from fresh air. ECU shutoff valve is pushed, not in this one, we don't have it. Parking brake is released, and then we do the power check, which we already did. No ECU cautions, and we check that. After takeoff is that. Okay, guys, I would say we go to AERO. Landing, taxi, fuel pump, P2 heat, flaps are takeoff, cowl flap is open, parking brake is set. This is to takeoff, and this is on normal. Here we go. Yeah, and I did a mistake. I just forgot to set my altitude here. And which is now set 3.5, initial climb and heading is checked. Good. All is done, the project looks clear to me. Runway 27 is identified. And what I'm testing today is this in-ear headset, the ProFlight from Bose. By the way, this is not sponsored, this is my personal opinion. I have the A20 with me as well, and to be honest, I'm regretting it now that I didn't take the A20. The 50 is just a bit too loud for this headset, but it will work out now for the 1.5 hours. And we also have Marlow here in the front. Okay, runway heading is checked, the non-seater panel is checked. We start the timer and hit the takeoff power. Takeoff power is set, and here we go. Engine instruments are checked. Airspeed is alive 2 times. Cross check 50. And we rotate. Positive rate, brakes, gear up. Target speed 79. Gear is up. And we go to the right here. Okay, 1400, speed is checked, flaps up. And we do climb power, which is 90 in this aircraft.
Oscar Tango Whiskey, Bravo, bis next one.
Okay, so then we engage the heading mode, flight level change, we do 100, and do autopilot on, and we change over to Wien radar to get our clearance.
And since I'm not allowed to publish Austrian ATC, we jump straight into cruise.
So guys, we made it up here to 10,000 feet, and we're now cruising, and I think it's time to talk about the real speeds. So nobody has ever shown that, so you can be happy, now it's the time. Okay, so yeah, 85%, I maybe record that here. So we have 10,000 feet, 85%, fuel flow 14.5. At 10,000 we're doing a true airspeed of 167 right now. Okay, so again, we have 85% fuel flow 14.5 and now actually true airspeed of 117. Good, then I want to show you everything with the power setting of, let's say, 75%. So we wait now until the fuel flow, until the speed goes down a bit. And with 75% we have actually a fuel flow of 12.5, 12.6. And true airspeed, yeah, it's now getting a bit slower. I will say it will, how do you say, temp out? No, it will cruise out at 160-ish. And in the meantime, what I can do, I am looking at the engine page and then I'm transferring the fuel from the left tank into the right tank. So the fuel system is the same as in the DA40, takes from the left tank, but also returns in the left tank, warms the right tank, and if you're in an emergency, it actually different to the DA50, 40, it takes from the right tank and also returns into the right tank, which is a nice feature. Okay, fuel transfers on, and then we have 75%, 12.5, 164 true airspeed right now. Do you trust me? I will show it to you again. 40, 74, 75, 12.5, and we have now true airspeed 163. Let's say 160. This is fair, I would say. And then we also go back to 65%. This is now here, and then at 65 we have a fuel flow of 11-ish, 10.9, and yeah, I think she will slow down to 150 actually, true airspeed at 10,000. But keep in mind, guys, this airplane can get up to flight level 200, so you will get different true airspeed at flight level 200. So it will be way better up there. Nothing to hide, this is what it is. Good. Now, again, to prove it, we have 65% with 11-ish, and to be fair, let's say 150 true, 154, somewhere there, right? And yeah, I also could show you now 55, but with the 55, now we have a fuel flow of 9.4, and now I think the true airspeed will drop below 150. But I want to reach my destination now a bit faster, so I will put in the power again to 85%, fuel flow again 14.7, and now the true airspeed is increasing. And if you're wondering why I'm using both hands, I'm just wanting to make it perfect here. Yeah, I would say we enjoy the cruise now, and then we continue or get into the approach to Friedrichshafen. See you later, guys.
München Radar, hallo, die Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey Level 100 in Kempten.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, Cruise Code identified, New Squawk 6657.
Squawking 6657, Oscar Whiskey.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey München.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey.
Auf dem Weg zur AERO.
Jo.
Aussteller.
Jo.
Wir haben hier so ein Informationssystem bei uns, wo die Luftfahrzeugtypen abgebildet sind, falls man mal irgendwas nicht kennen sollte, gerade so bei den kleineren. Und da ist lustigerweise die DA50 und die DA62 sind genau ihre beiden Flieger hintereinander weg hier, die hier auftauchen. Das ist echt schön. Schön bemalt, so in Blau. Sieht gut aus.
Das freut mich, das ist cool.
Ich habe gerade gesagt, das ist die neue Funktion unseres neuen Systems hier. Wenn man die Callsigns hat hier auf dem Radarschirm, dann das Informationssystem aufmacht, dass genau die Flieger dann aufpoppen. Das haben die mir erstmal abgekauft, aber das ist jetzt reiner Zufall hier.
Nee, das ist aber cool. Das ist so wie im Flight Radar ein bisschen, oder?
Ja, ungefähr genau. Also man hat da irgendwie ein Symbolbild als Abbildung. Natürlich, wenn wir hier eine andere DA62 kommt dann oder eine andere DA50, dann habe ich sicherlich einen anderen Flieger hier in meiner Datenbank, beziehungsweise in der Datenbank wird dann einfach nur ein Symbolfoto gezeigt. Aber es passt jetzt gerade, dass Ihre beiden, die Tango Whiskey und die Golf Zulu hier bei uns in der Datenbank gerade drin sind. Das ist echt lustig, aber schöner Flieger, ist auch noch ziemlich neu, ne?
Ja, freut mich, danke. Danke fürs Kompliment. Ja, beide sind jetzt mittlerweile 1 bis 1,5 Jahre alt.
Ja, ist ja noch ziemlich neu. Nee, schöne Maschine. Gut, danke.
Danke.
Good guys, I started my descent down to flight level 80 now and contacting Alps radar now.
Alps radar, hello, this is Oscar Victor Tango Whiskey, just left flight level 100 for level 80 inbound mock-up.
Oscar Victor Tango Whiskey, Alps radar, hello, identified. Continue my mock-up, expect the IROS approach runway 06 and descend to flight level 80.
Descending level 80, ILS 06 and following the procedure, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
Okay, then we do our briefing as we just heard it's runway 06. Good, runway 06, flaps will be landing. Approach speed will then be in the final approach 75. Minimum sector altitude is around the airport 74. Clearance limit right now is 80, and after mock-up we do the procedure. Then after that we follow mock-up, then we can descend 5000. Then after distance 90.5 to Zurich, radial 068, we can descend 45. Then after Zurich, radial 083, descending 4000, and then at AERO 4000, and intercepting the glide slope at 4000, going down to the minimums of 1540, which is set, and the distance 3.4 from Friedrichshafen. DME, which is set on nav2, and DME2 is also set here. So distance 3.4, we should have 2440, and yeah, that minimum is 1540, and if we would have to go mist, we climb straight on 8058, distance 2.1 from Friedrichshafen, DME approaching 80, or 2000, whichever is later, then turn left, intercept the radial 068, Zurich to mock-up climbing 5000, maximum speed 195, we cannot reach that. Okay, transition, you will tell me later, and yeah, that was a quick rebriefing. Then I would say we do the checklist. So checklist, cow flap. We still keep it closed now. Landing data is received. We have information hotel. Altimeter is still standard. ComNav FMS is set. Adjustable vectors upright safety harness is fast. Flight controls, no interference. Well, it works good. Emergency fuel pump is on. Fuel valve is normal. Gear warning and fire check. Check gear. Oh, it's actually just the gear warning and the light. Gear. Check gear came and the red light is working. The fire check is just in the Austro engines. Parking brake is released. Landing and taxi light are on. Rudder trim is, yeah, as required right now. And pedals. PEDs. What's a PD again?
Oscar Tango Whiskey to left heading 240 vectors for the ILS approach runway 06 and to confirm information Juliet.
Left heading 240 for vectors for the ILS, and we will get Juliet shortly. Oscar Tango Whiskey.
Oscar Tango Whiskey, roger, expect 45 track miles, you have no speed restrictions.
Okay, that's good. Then we do here menu, procedure, activate vector to final. That's good. What's the PEDs? I don't want to... portable electronic devices. Now I have it. Now it's just if they're connected or something, right?
Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay. Then final checklist will be the flaps, the landing, the sun visor already stored. The keypad is stored, the cowl flaps will be opened, and the rudder trim into the takeoff position, and the fuel transfer is off. Just turn it on a bit, so we know the final checklist. So now what you see here is the localizer already. So we will be landing in this direction. And we now make ILS 06, chart option.
Tango Whiskey for track correction, turn left heading 230.
Left heading 230, Oscar Whiskey.
230 is set. And yeah, turn off the fuel pump now.
Radar Delta India Echo Alpha Hotel.
It's fuel transfer. And just to be on the before, ops rated that, and then tower is 20080. So now everything is set. And there on the left you will see Altenrhein pop out actually. By this, hello to Pilotenschule in Altenrhein.
Oscar Tango Whiskey, descend to altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1018.
Descending to 6,000 on QNH 1018, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
1018 is now pre-selected, and then we go to PFD option and remove the standard baro. And since we have -2 degrees and will most probably not fly through a cloud anymore, I turn off the pitot. And there on the left is Altenrhein. So there you see the airport from Altenrhein. Actually the missed approach is a bit different. ILS localizer runway 06 climb and heading to 5000, expect vectoring by air traffic control. Okay. So then that will be my new missed approach altitude, 5000, approaching 6000.
Tango Whiskey, turn right heading 260.
Right heading 260, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
260 is set.
Oscar Tango Whiskey, turn right heading 330, descend to 5000 feet.
Right heading 330, descending 5000, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
5000 is set.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, turn right heading 330 and descend to 5000 feet.
Right turn 330 and descending 5000, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
So let's do 80% here. So you see now the glide slope is coming in and the localizer is there, and now, yeah, okay, now pitot on. Yoo-hoo!
Oscar Tango Whiskey, turn right heading 030, descend to 4000 feet, cleared for the ILS approach runway 06 and report established.
Descending 4000, right turn to 030 and cleared for the ILS approach runway 06, full report established, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
Glide slope is, all localizer is captured already and glide slope is armed. Okay, glide slope is captured localizer.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey is fully established, ILS 06.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, roger, radar service is terminated, contact tower on 120.080, bye-bye.
Radar service terminated and over tower 20080, have a nice day, Oscar Tango Whiskey, bye.
You too, thank you.
Fully Southern Tower, Servus, the Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, fully established ILS 2, correction 06.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, Phil Southern Tower, guten Morgen, Wind 14, over the cruise to North runway 06, clear land.
Clear land runway 06, Oscar Tango Whiskey.
Okay, missed approach altitude is set, and we have the unsafe warning light here for the gear. This is a known thing, so we now keep an eye on that. Okay, and now what does it say? Distance
373.
Distance 3.4, 2440.
Lufthansa 373, taxi holding point runway 06, intersection Foxtrot, right taxi by November.
Okay, slowing down now the aircraft.
Foxtrot by November, Lufthansa 370.
And you will see then when the gear comes down, the unsafe light will go off. But we still monitor it, right? So we now open the cow flaps and slow down a bit more. And will I remove the glasses? I will. Okay, distance 3.42440. Minimums are 1540 and QNH is 1018. We continue. So we now slow down the aircraft. And as you know it, extension is good here. So speed checks get on. 1, 2, 3 green and red light is off. And now we do autopilot off. And we put the flaps to takeoff, speed was checked. And speed is checked, flaps landing, and we put the rudder trim as we like it. And now you hear the DA50. We are approaching the minimums. Final check, 3 green, flaps landing, rudder trim as we know it, everything is secured and as it should be.
Lufthansa 373, confirm ready?
Minimums.
Continue.
No, nicht ganz, 373.
And target speed now 75, our threshold. We disregard now the glide slope and the lights and go down here. Welcome to Friedrichshafen.
Oscar Echo Victor Tango Whiskey, next to the right intersection, Delta November 8.3.
Delta November 8.3, and we just need refueling, then we're going over.
Yeah, follow me or the ground stuff, please.
Thank you.
We are here. And checklist, flaps, we did that, gear was down, sunrises, keepers, cow flaps were open, rudder trimmers were a few transfers off. Good, alternator is closed, transponder is checked, fuel pump is off, pitot stall heat is off, flaps are up, and the landing light is off. Good guys, so welcome to Friedrichshafen. We will refuel here now, and then we will go to the exhibition, and I hope to see you there. I hope you like this DA50 flight. Yeah, if you have any questions, ask me at the AERO or in the comment section. And I would say, as always, hope you're doing good. And see you in the next one. Bye guys.